ready? What? Yeah. Y'all ready to play some football? Just big D. Check this. Let's go. If you wanna get let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it.
What's up? Welcome back to Herd Talk. You heard? And you heard it here first, man. We finna get with it this week. Brand new week. New game. New team. New opponent. And we just had excited, man. A few things to talk about today to start off this afternoon, this evening, to just kind of get some things going. This is a division game, another division game. It's going to be a tough opponent. It's going to be a hard-fought game, and it's going to be back at our home field. And we got to represent after taking a ugly loss in that first game of the season. I want to say a couple of things to this game here. Now, this opponent that we're playing is right across town from us. You know, the Knights. Respectfully, for me personally, this is how I look at the game. So that everyone kind of get this clear before we get to the field and everything. So, in football, whether you go little league, high school, college, or pros, anytime two teams are in the same division and same conference, you call that a division rivalry. Because in most cases, you have to play those guys twice a season, and usually they're going to be your path to get in or out of the playoffs. So that's a common known fact, I think, out of most people really know. So is it heated? It can be, or it doesn't have to be. Is it personal? It can be, or it doesn't have to be. But my take on it, it's always a rival when somebody is in the same division as you and you have to play them twice. That means the Mississippi Magnolia Knights, the Magnolia Blues, the Mississippi Dogs. We play all those teams twice. That means they are division rivals by nature. And it's just that simple. Nothing more, nothing less. A team cannot be a rival if they're not even in your league. A team cannot be a rival if you don't play them yearly. A team can be a rival if you play them every year, even if they're not in your conference, but you play them every year. But if you don't play a team every year, if you don't play them twice a season or anything of that nature, it's not a rival. It might be a fun gathering, but it's not a rival. And so, but I'll leave that to that. Other things is that we want to make sure that we keep all this stuff football, and we keep it fun, and we keep it love. The one thing that I know and I understand as a coach is that out here in semi-pro, we all sacrifice our time to go out here and play this sport and coach this sport that we love. We all have families at stake. We all have our health at stake. Whether you're on the field or not, we all sacrifice. And so I respect every man that goes out there and do it, no matter what team you're on. I don't believe in personal grudges with any other man, especially my black man that I believe in building our communities with. And so, like I said, this game is just going to be a tough opponent. We got to go out and try to win and play our best game to win this game. And so, other than that, that's all for that. Let's ball, man. Let's have fun. And so, last week, we were supposed to play the Mississippi Dogs in our second game to try to bounce back from a tough loss from the Memphis Panthers. But due to weather conditions on their home field, we had to reschedule, and that game would probably be rescheduled at a later time, and we'll get back to you on that. The rest of our league, we had more other games last week. So let's give you a score update from last week. We had the Memphis Panthers go out and play the Arkansas Bolts, and they beat those guys in a tough matchup 8-0. We had the Louisiana Hurricanes play the Louisiana Demons. That one didn't seem pretty tough because they won 42-6. That got ugly quick, I see. The Road Warriors played the Memphis 49ers, and they beat those guys 18-0. The Kings, Louisiana Kings, played the Wolverines. They beat those guys 32-2. the Huskies played the Vipers. They that game ended in a draw for some reason, 12-12. And the Knights and the Blues, with a similar situation to ours in a sense, they had to get a reschedule on that, so that's still waiting to be rescheduled to get that game up. So everybody else played their second games, and us and our opponent for next week are on reschedules. And so now we're just bound to business. Our Mid-State Bison play the Magnolia State Knights this weekend at home at the School of the Deaf and the Blind for another home game for us, a division game. It's going to be tough because we don't want to lose any division games. So we're going to go out there. We got to put our best foot forward. That first game was just one of those things where you just took it on the head. But believe you me, you won't never see another game like that out of us this year. And so those guys, they came off a win their first week. And they're looking to bounce back because they didn't get a chance to play last week either. So we're both hungry to get on the field and get some action going. And so we're all real excited about it. And like I said, I got my quarterback here, and we're ready to get on the road and just play a good, hard game, man. What you say about it, T?
Man, listen, that week one is still a bad taste in my mouth, and I thought we was gonna get a chance to redeem ourselves week two, but we ended up having to schedule a game, so it's just like everything is focused on this week. The game is pretty much gonna be intense from the warming up, stretching all the way down to the end of the fourth quarter when it's 0-0-0-0 on the clock. And it's a lot of talk going on now. You know, a lot of jokes, a lot of pictures on social media and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, a lot of people use that to get in your head. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that mindset and mentality to where, hey, I can laugh and do the same thing with you, but when I get on the field, I'm still gonna be able to perform.
Right.
So I would have to say that first game that we played, I don't think we was prepared mentally like we needed to be, and it kind of got out of hand before we knew it. And it was a wake-up call to all of us because we're better than what we performed on the field.
Right.
So it's just like now, by it being week three in this division, now it's time to really turn it up and play our game. So I'm looking forward to Saturday.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. It's the big game, man. Like I say, last year, we played those guys twice because they were in our division, and it was tough. I want to say first game, we went to their home field, and it kind of went back and forth, and they kind of took the lead till late in the game, and last second play, man, quarterback made a big play in the back of the end zone, and we scored and we won the game. And then later on down the season, they came back to us, and like I said, they kind of held a lead for a while. We made a big play, took a lead for a minute. Then after that, they took the lead on a score, and then they scored again and just kind of went away with it. And so we split last year. And so that's what's so great about the game is that, you know, you don't know what's going to happen here and there. You got a lot of these guys that have played with each other before on each of these teams. And so that's where you get that little, that quote unquote, that fake animosity and all this anger and emotional stuff, you know, and stuff like that. And it's not real. Nobody's really mad. Everybody put it on Facebook that they're mad. Nobody's really mad. Guys want to win. Guys want to go to teams. Some guys want to go to teams where they feel more comfortable, which is understandable. Some guys go to other teams because they can't cut it on another team or whatever the rules and regulations that they have going on. And so they leave, you know, and so just different things happen. And so, but when these guys get together and they play, it's just going to be a hard-fought game because guys are going to want to hit, guys are going to make big plays, and guys are going to talk trash. Right. If you can't handle trash, stay at home. And that's talking to my team and the team across the way. Point blank, period. If anybody feel like they can't handle their emotions, I'll bring a pack of Depends. You know, those are adult diapers for any man that feel like he can't handle his emotions on the sideline, because you won't stay on our sideline and mess up our blessing this weekend. You're going to play good, clean, tough, physical, fast, hard-hitting football. That's what the game is. We're going to have fun. We're going to shake hands afterwards. We may pray together and we talk together. And then we all go home to our families. If that's not what you're about, don't come out here and play ball with us. And again, that's to my team and that's to the team across the way. Point blank, period. I also expect for us as coaches to be leaders and be examples on the sideline in everything that we do, because we are coaches. That is what we're supposed to do. We are supposed to set the standard for the organization. That's what the organization is entrusting us, is to set the standard and lead in a way that is respectful. And so that's what we try to do to our best ability. And I hope that for every team in this league. And so from there on, man, let's just have a good game, man. We got 7 more games after this, or actually 8 more games after this. And so we just got to continue to play, man. I hope that there's no real injuries for anybody on either team, man, because those injuries hurt. And you got to make a lot of adjustments when those things happen and stuff like that. We took a few the first game, and we got to bounce back. And it's the next man up in different positions and stuff like that. And everybody has to support everybody, no matter what that role is, man. That's what being a team is about. It's about trusting each other. It's about working together. And so if everybody's with that, man, we should have some fun, man. I trust this guy next to me. I trust every other guy on that team, man. I trust these guys to lead. Because one thing I do know as a coach is that no matter what plays are drawing up, what we think and what we talk about, I can't do anything because my knees are bad. And those guys make everything happen. Win, lose, or draw, they make it happen. We make it happen together. And so I salute those guys for getting on the field and for battling it out. That's what I love to see. And I support them. And I'm going to ride with these guys till the end. That's what being a Bison is about, actually, because it's a herd. Herds don't separate. We stick together through the rough times and the tough times. And so that's what we're going to find out, man. And I love these guys to death. And so, like I said, we got a tough matchup this week, man. Those guys are tough, man. The quarterback, they call it N.O., man. Hey, I like that character, man. I like what he does with the ball, man. He's smart. He's a savvy vet, man. And he's tricky with that ball, man. I ain't gonna tell too much on here, but hey, I watch him play, man. He'll get back there, man. You don't know if he still got the ball or not, man. But hey, I like what he does, man. He be back there, man. You just swear the ball down the field somewhere. That man still got the ball in his hand. And defensive end back there chasing ghosts, and stuff like that. So, but hey, I love it, man. Like I said, owner, he was running back also. Rollo, hey, that guy's quick. He get to the outside, man. You might not catch him from the back.
Right.
That man was a track star, and so yeah, you got to get him fast and get to him early, and so that's what we plan to do, man. They got playmakers on the edge as well as us, and so we got to make sure those guys don't take the top off of the defense, slow the run game down, slow the passing game. It's nothing different than playing the Panthers, just different personnel. Those guys are going to come at us. They're going to try to score points in different ways, and we just got to be able to stop it. And then we got to execute on offense ourselves, and we got to put points on the board. So hey, we got to get those guys under pressure, and so, and I think we're gonna get that done this week. Don't let that first week fool you and think that hey. Ain't no points on this board. We got the players, we got the personnel, we got the ability, everything we need to go ahead and get the points. We just got to go out there and execute it. And so, I think, like I said, going with that passing attack and that running attack against that defense, what you see is key to us, getting the win Saturday.
Right. And I feel like, as far as the running game and stuff like that, we have a good explosive running game. It's all about getting it started, you know what I'm saying? And I think what it was as far as week 1 and as far as like the off season, we really just didn't build that trust in each other.
Right.
And I feel like now we trust each other more on the field and off the field from everybody just getting together and talking. So we understand. So now we're on the same page. So it's just like come Saturday, you might see a whole different team. And you might ask, well, what this was week 1? Because when you see this and y'all just came out here, and it's different strokes for different folks, and let's go for organization of any kind.
Right.
But I truly can't say that week 1 loss, it brought us together more. It kind of built us up more mentally. I've seen a lot of guys getting at it physically, putting in work. So it's just like, now it's just time to show it.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. Yeah, I see the same things, man. We got to taste the humble pie. We came out, we ran our mouths, we got to talking this and that, just yapping, yada, yada, yada. We going to do this, we going to do that. We start predicting season records and scores and stuff like that. Right. We said we was going to handle the Panthers this way and that way, and what happened? They came out there, man, and they took our lunch money. They smacked us in the face, and we didn't respond. And, hey, again, got to be real about it. Can't cap. They handled us, and they handled us well, and we didn't respond well. And so, but it's a lesson learned. It's that humble pie. We had to sit down at the table, and they fed it to us, and we had to eat it. We had to eat it.
And I think the whole thing, Coach, that really kind of opened my eye is when I made it to the field, I was like, this team beat us to the field. So it was like the whole mentality kind of shifted when you see a whole 20, 30-man roster here, and you looking like, and our team supposed to be at this time. And,
right. We the home team.
Right. So for them to show up at that time and then they drove their own vehicle, they showed like they came to play. And they showed it.
Yeah, that's a well-ran organization. I have to give a shout out to Mario, man. Like I said, those guys, they came prepared. They came focused and locked in on what they came to do. And just like, again, big shout out, man. Like I said, I have nothing but respect for those guys, man. We played those guys 3 times in the regular season. They beat us all 3 times. So right now, hey, they got us in our back pocket right now. So we got to change that sometime in the future. But let's go to this commercial, man, and we'll see y'all back. You heard?
What's up, bro?
Looking for the hottest content in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas? Check out WeBelieveDigital.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We Believe Digital Podcast is here for all your podcasting needs.
Yeah. Hey, we back, man. Let's get back to it, man. And I want to jump right back into what we just left off with, man. Just about, with the Panthers, like I said, they came to the field, man. And like I said, they beat us to the field. They were in the field ready. They were on the field going through their walkthroughs and their warm-ups before we were. Right. Now, I know we had a couple things going on, kind of getting some helmet situations and stuff like that. But that's really a no-no for a home team.
Exactly.
And so, and we got to correct that. That's one thing that we always got to correct, and we got to fix it. We got to look ourselves in the face and hold ourselves accountable. We can't have that, man. We can't have a away team beating us to the field and being prepared before us. Right. And so I know them guys are probably watching this now. Hey, let's beat them Bison to the field, man. Let's try to beat them to the field. Let's show them up.
But see, you can't. It's not gonna be like it was the first game. Like seeing it, man. Like even when we came out there to stretch, these guys were lined up in kickoff. Mm-hmm. They was ready to kick the ball out. They was ready to get the game started.
Right.
So they let you know that mentally they was together.
Yeah.
And it's just like for another team to try to do that, like it ain't gonna go well with you this time because,
right.
like I say, that week 1 we had a lot of stuff going on, trying to get everything in order as far as the equipment and new helmets getting painted and everything like that. So that was kind of on us, and as far as the players wise, the coach was there.
Right.
So, you got to hold accountability for yourself. So us as players didn't get there at the time that we supposed to been there, and it kind of put us behind on getting everything in order. So that's why I tell a lot of them before the game start, I say we ain't ready. I said because we still seeing ripping and running around these guys on the field on stretch. They lined up in kickoff. They hadn't even did the coin toss fully yet.
Right.
So it's just like they didn't even care about getting the ball first. They lined up in kickoff. The rest of the player was on the sideline. So it's just like we gotta have that same mentality at a home game and away game because they truly showed me like that's what being a competitor is about.
Yeah.
Like I say, week 1 we learned a lot. We thought we was gonna get the comeback week 2 and handle beating, but we didn't. We had to reschedule it. But come week 3, come this Saturday, it's a different ball game. Like we love to talk, we love to know us talk. We love the energy and everything like that.
Right.
But I played with the Knights. I played with a lot of guys. I started semi-pro with a lot of guys over there, especially Rollo, the owner. Mm-hmm. And I know a couple of their defensive players, stuff like that, So we always played together. We played one time against each other in like a little scrimmage game. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Right.
But yeah, like, just being able to see those guys across and playing them, it's gonna bring some fun and memory back to the game. But at the end of the day, I'm out there for one reason only. And that's to make sure that, I ain't gonna say we leave, but that W stay at home where we at.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, definitely. We gotta win the rest of our home games. That's definitely a big goal, man. And it's speaking to what you was just talking about, like saying playing against these guys before, playing with these guys before and stuff like that. Right. It's crazy. Like with this shirt that I got on, this was our original colors our first year when we started this team. And the funny thing about me and Rollo is that, and I got nothing but love for this brother. And he knows I speak to him to his face, and we always keep it real with him. My first interaction with Rollo was an argument because we came out with these colors, and the crazy thing is that, he got on the page and he was like, hey, they trying to steal my colors. He trying to steal my initials and things of that nature. And it was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving that year. And I'm at my family's house and I get a call from somebody say, hey, coach, go look on the page. I'm like, what's going on? And I said, he just snapping. And it's like, yo. I said, what's going on here? It's like, hey, y'all trying to take this and y'all trying to take that from us. I'm like, yo, first of all, I picked the colors because these were my colors. And I talked Joe into these colors.
Right.
But the team name, we went back and forth on this team and on a name, and then the name they was going to use before I even came over to the Vipers, which was called the Mississippi Razorbacks. That's what we was going to call it, me and another coach, Darby.
Right.
And that didn't come through, and that's when I ended up Johnson bringing me over to the Vipers. And so my first interaction about the Knights is that I didn't know that the Knights was his team because I didn't know him at the time.
Right.
My first interaction into semi-pro, the only two team names that I knew was I knew the Knights. And I knew them through Tracy Henderson because through youth football, Tracy was sharing Knights flyers on the trade. Hey, come check out my team. Come watch us at Brandon Middle High School. So I thought the Knights was Tracy team.
Right.
That's what I thought. I never knew who Rollo was at that time. And the only other team I knew was the Mad Dogs. And at that time, big guy that played for the Knights before, the quarterback, Big Lou Greenlee, he was with the Mad Dogs and stuff like that. And I had a friend named Sandy Quinn that was going over there playing. I went to go watch the practice with him at the backside of Battlefield Park.
Right.
Those the only teams I knew. I didn't even know anything about the dynasty until that point. So it's like, who? I said, I thought Tracy Henderson was the owner of the Knights. Yeah. And everybody like, man, you talking crazy. This ain't no Tracy's team. I said, well, I didn't know. I don't know these people. Yeah, I didn't go to high school here.
He advertised the team a lot, so it kind of put you in that situation to where, okay, well, Tracy's the owner of the team because it's just like over here with the Bison, he's gonna advertise. He don't do nothing else. He gonna make sure that he advertise.
Right.
He represents.
He big support, man. I love Tracy to death, man. It's like I said, we get along well, man. And it was like I said, he was the head coach at that time for the Knights, and so it was that, man. But like I said, other than that, man, I've talked to this brother before, man. There's nothing but love for them like that. We can have our differences about, like say rivalry or no rivalry, whatever, how we feel about it, or what team is this and that. Right now, I look at it like this. The Panthers won the championship.
Right.
Who won the championship last year? Outside the Panthers, before the Panthers? The Hurricanes. Who won the year before that? The Hurricanes. Who won the year before that?
Was it the Hurricanes? I think it was the Hurricanes. That's when they went to the.
They won 3 in a row? Time. Who won before that? Road Warriors?
No, I think it was ACFL then. Yeah, no, you're right. It was Hurricanes. Road Warriors, Hurricanes, yeah.
So how many SCFL champions are there?
Only 3. Hurricanes, Road Warriors, and Panthers.
Hurricanes, Road Warriors, and Panthers. So to me, the rest of us are all squirrels trying to get that nut. We are. We're all chasing that title. Those guys got the bag. We don't got the bag yet. So right now, by longevity, the Knights are ahead of us. By standing, neither of us got that chip. We both still chasing it in this league. So we're all on even ground trying to get that bag from those guys. Point blank, period. And it just so happened to be that we're in the same division and we got to play each other twice to get there. If we lose to those guys twice, being that we're in the same city, same division, same league, it affects recruiting. It affects our rating, our personal rating as a team and an organization. If people see you continue to lose to someone, and vice versa, it affects them as well if we beat them twice. Right. That's just the nature of the game. It's nothing personal, but it's common sense. So men, we go out there, we play football. To me, every game is a rival, especially these guys that we have to play twice.
Right.
Point blank, period. We got to go out there and we got to put our foot forward and we got to beat them. More so than anybody outside the division. Because at the end of the season, these 10 games, your record counts, then it goes into points and everything. So we got to make our mark. And we got to go through the Knights, we got to go through the Dogs, we got to go through the Blues to earn our place in the playoffs. Yeah. Tell me where's the lie?
Ain't no lie in that. Those are divisional, opponents, and we got to handle business.
I love common sense.
Right. When that schedule came out and we seen who was in our division, that's it. Like a lot of these games that you play that's not in your division, you really don't take as personally as your division game.
No.
So it's just like for the next couple of weeks, we division playing right now, and the best way to start off is week 3, ended in 1-0 division.
Right.
And like I say, it can go any way. You know what I'm saying? It can go the nice way, it can go the Bison way.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, just know come Saturday, like it's gonna be 4 quarters of football.
That's
like,
it.
It's not gonna be what you think you're saying week 1 and all this stuff. We ain't studying no music. We ain't studying. You know, we thank the fans that come.
Yeah.
But when we on the field, it's just like that's what we focusing on right then and there. And
you clock in and lock in.
Right. That's why I said we won. We won mentally prepared because we had players that was in the bleachers with the families and girls and stuff like that, and that was on us as an organization because it's just like when the score got like that, people give up. And we ain't supposed to have it. You know what I'm saying? Our motto is keep fighting to the end of the game.
That's it.
So come Saturday, like, nice y'all need to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk noise about like that. A lot of y'all know me. You know, I jibber jabber with y'all back on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Make it to the lab. But when it come to putting them pads on, it's just like it's all business with me. Like, y'all should know that by now. Even when I play with y'all. So it's just like, I don't know. Cause like Saturday, what you looking? What you expect out of us Saturday?
I expect us to be more consistent, more determined, more focused, more locked in. I ain't gonna speak to what the score is gonna be. I can have a score in my mind, and I keep that in my mind, and hope that we bring it to fruition on the field. Point blank, period. But I expect us to be more effective and more sound on offense and defense. You know, I don't think we're gonna give up the same, big plays and big mistakes as we did last week or that week before last week.
Right.
And so I think we're gonna play much better. Point blank, period. And so I think those guys are gonna come in tough, and we just gonna have to just match the energy and top that energy. With our own energy. This is our home field. We got to come and we got to protect it. We took one. Can't let nobody else take no food off our plate in our home field no more. Point blank, period. I don't stand for it. I don't think the rest of the team wants to stand for it either. So we got to lock that in, man. And like I said, at the end of this game, it's not personal in that way.
Right.
It's personal because it's a conference game, period. Not personal with people, not personal with lives, not personal with families. It's all love. God bless, and we wish you all the best with that, man. But we coming to play some hard-nosed football. We want to beat the Knights, period. Yep. Because you're an opponent, not just because you're the Knights, period. But I've said this in the past before, and I will keep on saying this. The vision of the Mid-State Bison is to be as good and surpass the dynasty. That is the vision. So in order to get to that vision, we're going to have to take out anybody in our way. Yep. All 3 of us are in the Jackson and Metro area. So yes, to me, y'all are always going to be a target on our back. Point blank, period. And y'all going to be the target that we're going to put on y'all back. Point blank, period. Whether y'all like it or not. It ain't personal, but this is the business. That's the business. Right. If y'all continue to win and you do nothing and we don't handle it, hey, we got to take it. I salute. Period. That's the business, baby. But like I said, we're going to go out, we're going to handle business this weekend, man. Then next week, we're going to focus on the next week. Then the week after that, we're going to focus on the next team after that. Point blank, period. On that Facebook page, they can have that. I'm a coach. You ain't going to never see me getting on them young guys. Hey, y'all young guys, y'all can have that, man. When y'all get to cracking them personal jokes.
I can't let them make it, man. I was like, I
can have it. Yeah, I let you have it, man.
Flies with the dude head hanging all that. Like,
man.
Come on, bro. Like,
hey, you remember when we was with the Vipers? Mm. And I think we had our team picture. We had our team event. Boy, I think the dude Lemon took the whole team and put the Jordan faces on all of us.
I said, this boy
man, crazy. I couldn't do nothing but laugh at it, man, because he got us good, man.
That's all you can do.
Oh, look at my face, man. This man got the crying joint on every single last one of us, bro. And he got us good. I said, I'm not finna get on the internet with them young boys, man. I ain't gonna never win that battle. It's over with.
Hey, they find apps that I don't know nothing about. I'm like, why y'all put this picture on this person's face?
I'm telling you, man, he's a savage with it, man. I said, let me leave it alone, man, because he was ruthless, man. But like I said, man, but it's all love at the end of the day, man. We gonna go out there and have fun, man. Like I said, to those guys, the same thing, man. Ain't nothing personal. I love my team, and I'm riding with my team till the wheels fall off, man. You know, and so and that's the way it should be, man. The guys that I want over here is guys that want to be here, and guys that want to just ride with this thing out, man, through the tough times and fight. To me, it's like a marriage. And so I've been in my marriage 25 years, and so with this team, I've been in this team since the beginning, and I'm gonna be here to the end unless for some reason the Lord says that I have to leave. Other than that, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna fight to the end in any capacity, man, because these are my guys. You know, we gonna argue, we gonna fight, we gonna fuss, but at the end of the day, we gonna work it out and we gonna fix it. Those are things that I even had to learn as a man, is that, you know, when situations got tough, you just can't keep running from it. You got to face it. You know, we had that in the past, and, you know, and it created separation. And to me, honestly, I hated that, you know. And so, and I regretted a lot of things because I had so much love for my people and the players that I work with and I try to coach with and stuff like that, because I want to see all y'all guys be great, man, because my days are over with. And so to see y'all shine, to see y'all defeat these haters, man, I love to see it. Believe you me, if we host that trophy at the end, man, all I'm gonna do is be looking into y'all face. If y'all happy, bruh, I'm happy. Point blank, period. That's the greatest thing to me. I'm telling you. My wife gonna be mad because I'm gonna take a drink that night if we do. Man. You know, but that's future thinking, man. That's future thinking.
And we can do that.
Oh yeah.
Lomax gonna grow some hair on his head. We host up.
Don't get low. You know, Low gonna come back with you, man. Hey, don't pay no attention to that Low, man. It was just fun, man.
He win the SFL championship. I can see Lomax growing hair. He gonna put a toupee on one. It's gonna be one.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hide for a while. I'm
telling you, man. But yeah, that was our show today, man. I said, hey, y'all love, hey, nice. We see y'all Saturday, man. We out of here, man. You heard?
The herd, baby.
Where I'm from, we so big, and everybody knows some.
Pioneering coronavirus protocol firm SGE COVID Solutions is paving the way forward for a safer city government, delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols which have been developed internationally by top virologists and scientists, using an all-natural cleaning solution that kills COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. Let SGE COVID Solutions provide innovative, rapid facilities testing and world-class, state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs.